Last time Brooklyn City and NYAC met on the field, it was an NYAC home game. Brooklyn City won 1-0. Oh, excuse me, they met twice last year. And then out here at the Athletic Sports Complex, Brooklyn City and NYAC drew 0-0. That was in the 2024 season. This will be their only matchup of 2025, and we will get you the starting lineups after the national anthem. Let's get you the starting lineups first for the visiting New York Athletic Club. Annabelle Adams, Zoe Fagno, Waverly Myers, Emily Villanueva, Rachel Rouse, Audrey Lee, Roshan Purcell, Gigi Day, Leah Tarzi, Kiara Kravic, and Kaylee Blade. Annabelle Adams will be in net today for the red-clad New York Athletic Club, wearing their all-red kits today. And for the home team, Brooklyn City FC, the starting lineup. In goal will be Lena Perry, Shiloh Murray. On the field, Kaylee Goodrich, Tatiana Lazarage, Kalista Poulos, Rory Schauder, Lily Kaliski, Diane Cavalieri, Alexa Petrovsky, and Ruby Hogue. Starting 11 for both teams. They're got to get the starting 11 photo for the social medias. Brooklyn City wearing their all-black kits as they normally do, with some blue writing on the right side. It is a big game for Brooklyn City. They are 1 point behind Clarkstown in the standings. If they win with Clarkstown idle today, they will overtake first place for their next meeting, which is this weekend. High stakes here for the Crown and Shield. The whistle blows and we are underway here at the Aviator Sports Complex at Floyd Bennett Field here in South Brooklyn, the southern part of Flatbush Avenue. Brooklyn City going to the back. Long pass forward, headed away. That pass intended for Shyla Murray. And Goodrich now scored 2 goals last game. She immediately puts a pass into the box intended for Murray, but it goes over her head, and Nyack will clear. Intercepted. Goes inside to Lazarage. Lazarage puts it forward. Murray chasing after the pass, not able to get it. It'll be a goal kick for Nyack. Nyack, of course, an abbreviation of the New York Athletic Club. They are not based in Nyack, New York, on the west side of the Hudson River, as perhaps you would have thought, but no, they are based on Travers Island in New Rochelle. They also have a team in the APSL. As Petrovsky intercepted that pass, but then had her pass intercepted too. Long pass out. And that lead pass there by Marissa Snee. No, well, it is Marissa Snee. It's like she's actually starting as opposed to on the bench. Perhaps some starters could not make it today. Lazarage. Pass out wide to Hogue. Hogue now puts it in front for Murray, and that pass deflected off her foot. And it's a corner kick. Brooklyn City attacking early, attacking often. And just in the 3rd minute, we get our first corner kick in the match. That ball knocked out of bounds by Roshan Purcell for Nyack. Brooklyn City will take this corner from the far corner. Arm is up. Here comes the kick. And it's grabbed immediately by Annabelle Adams, the keeper today for Nyack. Not much offense there. 1 and done for Brooklyn City. Overcast here today in South Brooklyn. We are expecting some rain later tonight. Hopefully not terribly hard, as that pass is intercepted, put out into the middle. And Rachel Rouse, who scored a goal last week against the New York Force, or last game at least, couldn't get that pass across to keep the offense going. Brooklyn City now is going to push. Lazarage. She'll turn herself around. Backwards pass for Petrovsky. Dump-in pass. It's taken away by Day. GG Day on Nyack. Goodrich forcing pressure, and now she takes the ball away inside the box. Gets it over, puts a shot on net right into the hands of Adams. That was Lily Kaliski who took that shot from just outside the 18. First shot on net for Brooklyn City today comes in the 5th minute. Well, after their stunning loss to Sousa back on the 7th, Brooklyn City has outscored their opponents 8-3 in their last 2 games. They scored 5 against the New York Dutch Lions and 3 against STA. Those 8 goals and they scored their last 2 games, part of their conference-leading 16 goals scored this year, as now Nyack pushing forward. Audrey Lee gets her pass deflected, but is picked up there by Zoe Fagno. And now that pass intercepted. Goodrich. She has Lazarge in front. She gets it to her. Lazarge onside on the edge of the box. She'll pull back. Try to get a lead pass out for Murray, but right into the legs of a Nyack defender. Rory Schauter. Nice move there by Audrey Lee to get over her defender, but the pass intercepted anyway, but Nyack gets it right back. Long lead pass from Rouse. Too long for Lee. And that ball will go out of bounds for a goal kick. Nyack with some offensive zone opportunities, but no shots yet. Brooklyn's defense is standing strong in the early going. That pass intercepted there. I'd like to make one correction. Cara de Blasio also making the start for Brooklyn City today. Neglected to mention her name. Mistake on me, as that ball's out of bounds. Will be a corner kick for Nyack. Here it comes into the box and grabbed there by Lena Perry. Both corner kicks resulting in immediate grabs from the keepers today. It is early. The action yet to pick up so far. De Blasio gets it back to Petrovsky, but she turns it over. Lee. It's a spin move. She'll shoot it. I'm not sure if that was within the posts when Perry grabbed it, but you can theoretically put that as the first shot on goal for Nyack today. De Blasio deflects the pass off of Zoe Fagno, and it will be a throw-in for Brooklyn. Smart play there from De Blasio. Petrovsky takes the throw and will get it back there from her teammate Lazarge. Long pass out for Poulos, who gets it back and sends it forward. De Blasio heads it to her left. Brooklyn looking for a handball just outside the box. They're not going to get it. And that pass deflected into the bleachers by Petrovsky. It'll be a Nyack throw-in. We're about 10 minutes into this first half. No real offense to speak of so far, but chances for both sides as that throw-in is intercepted by Lazarge. She gets it out to Goodrich. Goodrich, who's got the brace last game against STA, and got that brace within a couple of minutes. Saw that right here on Game and Frame. As that run is deflected, Nyack wants a foul. They're not going to get it. That was Marissa Snee who got knocked down, but no foul given. Now it's Villanueva who has to get that pass away before De Blasio got her foot on it. I'd like to remind you to watch some other games on Game and Frame later this week. Saturday, June 21st, as a foul is called there. We'll have Brooklyn City FC 2, the reserves team for this team right here. They'll be playing the Central Park Rangers at 6 p.m. as a part of the WPSL Division II Metro Conference. WPSL Division II is like the youth league, U23 teams. As that free kick goes just into the box, but the Brooklyn City defense is ready for it. And then on Sunday, June 22nd, the American Premier Soccer League National Final. We have 4 teams in the semis this weekend. Those games will be on Saturday, taking place in suburban Philadelphia. Make sure to tune in to those games on Game and Frame. Later this weekend, as that forward pass, the flag stays down, but the pass just a bit too far for De Blasio from Goodrich, and it will be a goal kick. Flatbush Avenue in the background leading to the Marine Parkway Bridge, officially the Gil Hodges Bridge. Very famous Brooklyn Dodger and New York Met, helped the Mets win their first ever World Series as a manager. His number retired by both the Dodgers and the Mets, I believe. I know it's retired by the Mets. Number 14. The only bus that runs on that part of Flatbush Avenue, the Q35 that goes into the Rockaways, has Nyack off the turnover trying to push, but they turn it right back. Goodrich. That pass would have put Tatiana Lizarich offside, and she smartly let the pass go. Flag went up for a moment, but play did not stop. Snee. That ball goes out of bounds off of her foot. It will be a Brooklyn throw. And that pass goes all the way to the keeper. That was Kravik who had the ball taken off her foot, but it goes out to Rouse anyway. That pass a bit too far. And Schauter send it out for a throw. A pass from Fagno. Across and intercepted. Goodrich now trying to send it out to De Blasio, but it's intercepted by Fagno. Fagno works around Petrovsky, crosses it into the box, headed away there by Schauter. Rory Schauter, nice defense there in the box. Poulos sends it all the way forward just to clear it out, give the defense time to reset. Murray was on that ball initially, but the ref calls a foul there on, it looks like Hogue, who committed the foul there. And Leah Tarzi, who drew it. She'll take the free kick. She'll wait until her team is set. Short free kick on the ground. Out to Kravik. Kravik who takes it all the way into the box. It stays in bounds, and Nyack cleans it up. Looks like it was Rouse who got her foot on that pass. Initially stopped there by Lena Perry, but she could not get her entire body in front of it. It snuck behind her, and Rachel Rouse made no mistake. It's 1-0 Nyack. 15 minutes into this first half. Kaliski, her pass is deflected. Schauder. That pass goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Brooklyn City, who early find themselves down a goal. And it looks like Nyack will put some subs onto the pitch. Looks like it'll be Alex Verna will take her spot on the pitch. And Snee will take a seat as Yuki Wakatsuki will take the field. That's a shot on net, but it just turns wide. That was Kalistopoulos on that shot. Schauder gets to the ball first and kicks it away. Petrovsky tried to get it out to Goodrich, but it's de Blasio who gets the ball. She'll leave it for Goodrich. Goodrich into the middle. Poulos. Swing it around to Schauder. Schauder will put it forward. And it was Lazarich who tried a touch pass for Shyla Murray, but pass out in front. And it stayed in play. Thought perhaps it rolled out of bounds, but it stayed in play, and Adams will pick it up and reset. Rouse, the goal scorer. She'll set it back out in front, into the box now. Crossing pass, deflected on net by, it looked like, Roshan Purcell. But in any event, it was saved. And excuse me, that was actually Kiera Kravic who put that shot on net, but it was pushed aside there by Perry. A couple of raindrops starting to fall here in South Brooklyn as de Blasio puts a cross pass into the box, but a bunch of red shirts waiting for it. Schauder will kick it out of bounds and make Nyack throw it in from their own half. That'll be Tarzi who'll throw it in. Nice spin move there from Kravic to get off her defender's back. But the pass intercepted and turned over. It's de Blasio. Back to Schauder. Over to Hogue. Hogue will swing it back. De Blasio able to get it out to Lazarich. Forward pass. And Murray tried to get there quick on her feet, but not quick enough as the ball rolls into the hands of Annabelle Adams. Once again, we set up on top of the press booth because of the advantages it brings in terms of height and vision, as Nyack trying to double their lead here. Watsunaki gets ahead of the defense. She's in front of the net, and she scores! Off the bench, Yuki Wakatsuki scores, and just 5 minutes after the first goal, Nyack scores the second goal. It's 2-0. And Brooklyn City, having won their last 2 games and 4 of their first 5, now playing extremely on the back heel. And they're trying to cut the deficit in half with that pass intercepted. Well, the point I was trying to make before Nyack scored was that we have a beautiful sunset behind us. But of course, we are not facing the sunset, so we cannot show you. Unless our cameraman, Nicholas Marshall, very quickly turns himself around. But he has a job to do, and I won't prevent him from doing that job. It'll be a throw-in. Alexa Petrovsky will take the throw, as she normally does on this side of the field. Try to get it out to Goodrich, but deflected out again, this time by Villanueva. Petrovsky throws it in. It's headed away into the box. Lazarge, a side pass and a shot on net, deflected, still in bounds. And it will be a goal kick as that clearance pass deflected off of Lazarge. It was Murray who took that shot right in front of the net, and she looked like she got a good foot on it, but the defender right in front of her able to deflect it away. That pass turned over. Goodrich just turns it right back over. I'd like to remind you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt has made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case, which uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code on the screen to get 10% off and keep it fresh. This broadcast, or Brooklyn City Football Club, is sponsored by Berry Park on the corner of Berry and North 14th Streets. Berry Park is North Brooklyn's premier venue for all things soccer. From Gotham FC watch parties to the Club World Cup on 4 screens, this is where fans come to watch it all. Gotham FC, who won the inaugural Women's Champions Cup in CONCACAF. Congratulations to them. They actually took a visit to the New York Liberty game last night. It's Nyack already with a 2-goal lead. Try and perhaps get a third as that interior pass was deflected. Pass taken initially there by Verna. Cross pass headed away, but not out. And now Poulos. She turns it over. Taken away there by Goodrich, but her initial touch too hard, and Nyack gets it back, but they turn it over immediately. Hard to call every single event that happens in a soccer game because things happen very quickly. Many view soccer as a slow sport, but it's just a well-spaced sport. A lot of things happen in the span of 90 minutes. Brooklyn FC forces a turnover. Brooklyn City FC, excuse me. And de Blasio will get it. Has Petrovsky on her right. She'll put it forward, but that pass is intercepted. Stays in bounds. And Lazarage gets that ball worked off her foot. We will have subs on the next dead ball for Brooklyn City. It looks like it'll be Kira Favica, Lauren Areen, and Katrina Santelli. They'll take their first steps onto the pitch. But that's only when we get a stoppage in play. 25 minutes in, 2-0, New York Athletic Club. Goals from Rachel Rouse in the 15th minute and Yuki Wakatsuki in the 20th. Brooklyn City in an early 2-0 hole as that lead pass from de Blasio tried to spur Goodrich there, but the pass just a bit too far and perhaps scared of the offside. She stayed put. Adams punts it away. Gets it over to Rouse. Kravik, and now all the way across to Wakatsuki. Kravik puts it through the uprights, but unfortunately that's not the right sport. That would have been worth 3 points if this was American football, but this is traditional football. All that's worth is a goal kick. And here come the subs. De Blasio, Lazarage, and Murray will take a seat for Brooklyn City. Short goal kick. Santelli. Santelli scored in 3 straight games, dating back to the last time I was here, at least, in the loss against Susa FC. She also scored against the Dutch Lions and STA. That pass goes all the way back. Schauder get it all the way to her keeper, Perry, and she'll get it out to Hogue. Oh, 4 corners in the back of the soccer pitch. Though I guess 4 corners is usually in the attacking half. That dribble was deflected. Will be a throw in. Petrovsky will take the throw. It's deflected out by, it looked like, Verna. Cross pass inside for Brooklyn City. They'll go back outside. Goodrich puts it inside, headed away. Goodrich gets the pass back, and that shot deflected right off the head of, it looked like, Gigi Day, and eventually Nyack able to clear. Day almost got that pass stolen by Santelli. She's able to get it forward. That pass from Villanueva intended for Verna, but intercepted and eventually kicked out of bounds. Will be a throw in on the far touchline for Nyack, but we'll get some subs first. Correction, 1 singular sub. And it's Lucy McShane. Lucy McShane takes the field, and she'll take over for Poulos. And immediately gets a touch. She'll send it back over to her defensive line. Cavalieri. Over. It's Goodrich. Goodrich with a little bit of space. Tried to put it forward for Irene, but the pass a bit too far. Verna across to Villanueva. Now back. That pass intercepted by Schauder, and she'll push forward a little bit over the midfield line. That pass intended for Irene and deflected out. Pass a bit too hard for Villanueva. And Brooklyn City gets it right back. Santelli. Gets it to Goodrich. Goodrich pushing across. She'll put a pass inside the box, but it goes over everybody's heads and out of bounds for a goal kick. A few raindrops have fallen here at the Aviator Sports Complex. My game notes are a bit wet. But hopefully it gets no worse than this, because I don't have an umbrella. Again. Hogue to Schauder. Schauder will swing it around. Cavalieri puts it in front, goes past the defense, but it also went past Santelli. Santelli would have had a prime opportunity there, but the pass just a bit too much mustard on it. Just over the half-hour mark here at the Aviator Sports Complex at Floyd Bennett Field. Villanueva gets it to Verna, but that pass intercepted and turned aside quickly. Lead pass out for Goodrich. And can Favica get there before it goes out of bounds? She can. She keeps it on the goal line. Tried to cross it inside for Santelli, but it was deflected. And Kaliski able to deflect that pass off of a red jersey. And it'll go out of bounds for a throw in deep in attacking territory for Brooklyn City. That pass a bit too hard, and Kaliski will have to jog a few number of yards to get it back. A throw-in for Brooklyn City. That throw-in goes to Goodrich, trying to turn away from the defense, but the defense double-teaming her. Cross pass inside, headed on net by Santelli, but stayed in bounds, so perhaps not on net. Nice chance there from Brooklyn City as Irene trying to cross the pass inside, but not enough spin on it, and it lands on the outside of the net. That's a goal kick. Working out of the back, that's Alicia Fahim. Came in as a sub. That pass, nice touch there. Intended for Santelli, and she was able to get it, but off her foot and out of bounds for a goal kick. Substitution for Nyack. Audrey Lee will come back out. Audrey Lee, one of the starters today. Way to keep that ball inbounds there from Fagno, and she's able to draw the foul. That foul called on Irene. Fahim takes the free kick and gets it back. Lee able to work that off of Schauder's foot, and she draws the foul. Schauder can't believe it. She thought it was a clean play, and admittedly I did too, but the ref thought otherwise. And it'll be a free kick right on the 49-yard line. Free kick's taken. And another foul called there, this time on Ruby Hogue. And Brooklyn City will get some more subs onto the pitch. Gabby Nicolosi will get her first steps today. And it looks like that's Lily Kaliski who will take a seat for Brooklyn City. Free kick now for Nyack. Into the box and headed away, first by Schauder and then by McShane, I believe it was. Excuse me, that was Petrovsky who headed that away initially. And now she'll watch this ball as it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Just about 10 minutes left here in this first half. 2-0. New York Athletic Club. The team with the winged foot on their crest. Meanwhile, for the Crown and Shield, Brooklyn City, they'll work out of the back onto that goal kick. Nice job there from Goodrich to keep her defender on her backside and get the ball on her foot. Gets it over to Petrovsky. Out to McShane. And McShane will send it all the way back to Lena Perry, but she couldn't get it on her foot initially. Able to save it right before it was about to go out for a corner kick. That would have been disastrous for Brooklyn City. McShane gets that ball worked off her foot, and it's Verna. Long pass all the way outside, and she'll get it out to Snee. Snee's going to cross it into the 6-yard box, but it's just outside of the net, and it'll be a goal kick again for Brooklyn City. And that's thunder I hear in the back. Hopefully we'll steer clear of the thunder and lightning, and we'll be able to play all 90 minutes without intrusion. Goodrich. Off the outside of her foot, gets it all the way to Irene. Irene able to keep it inbounds, just on the touchline. Working her defender, Nicolosi. Try to get a one-time pass for Irene, but Irene was not ready for it, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Nicolosi able to get the turnover. Over to Goodrich. She'll send it back from McShane. Pass inside the box, headed away there. Headed on net again. Irene almost able to get there, but Adams got to it first. And that scoring opportunity snuffed out. Santelli was the one there. Or excuse me, it was Irene. And a foul called on Audrey Lee, and it will be a free kick. Brooklyn City trying to at least cut the deficit in half before this first half is over. 2-0, New York Athletic Club. That lead pass to Irene, worked off her foot, but right to Goodrich. Goodrich works around the defense. She'll put a shot on net, and it's in! Kaylee Goodrich winds up from 20 yards out and puts it just past Adams on the far side of the net, and it's 2-1. Brooklyn City able to get one back. And before this kickoff, we will get a sub. Petrovsky will take a seat as Julia D'Amico will get her first touches, as well as Diane Cavalieri will also take a seat. What a shot there from Goodrich in the 39th minute. Able to cut the deficit in half, and Brooklyn City now can attack and try to find the equalizer before this half is over. That's Goodrich's 7th goal as that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Brooklyn City. Brooklyn City extends their conference leading goal total, now 17 total goals on the season in just 5+ games played. Long forward pass headed almost on net there by Santelli, but she could not get the angle right, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Brooklyn City, immediately after scoring their first goal, trying to get the equalizer, as we'll have subs now for Nyack. Kiera Kravik will get back onto the pitch. McShane tried to get in the way of that pass, but she was a bit too late on it. And Schauder able to intercept it on the back end and draw the foul. With just about 5 minutes left in this first half, Brooklyn City can find the equalizer here, perhaps. Here's the free kick, gets into the box. That deflected header tried to put on net, but it was shanked there. I believe that was Lazarge who took that shot. Now it's Goodrich. She'll get it all the way out into the box. And in fact, that was Kira Favica, not Lazarge, as that ball was ruled out of bounds on Brooklyn City, so it will be a goal kick. Along with this humidity here, we are getting some bugs up here, and they are annoying me. Nicholas smiling and nodding his head. He's also getting annoyed by the bugs, I believe. Though he has a hood on, so maybe he's a bit less annoyed by them as I am. Who remembers back in 2007 when the Yankees visited the team now known as the Cleveland Guardians, and Jabba Chamberlain was just getting eaten alive by the bugs on the mound? I was a bit too young for that, but I've seen the clips. Certainly not as bad today as it was back then. Nyack awarded a free kick just outside of the final third. Maybe trying to get their 2-goal lead back. Long free kick goes into the box. Not many people there to collect for Nyack, and it's easily turned aside by Schauder. And now it's Goodrich. Goodrich, far pass out for Santelli, but it's headed away. Nice defense there from Alicia Fahim. Throw in for Nyack. Pushed aside there by McShane and taken away by Goodrich. Goodrich spurting Favica. Favica, can she get there before it goes out of bounds? Yes, she can. Deep in the corner. Cross pass out, intended for Irene, but pushed aside, and it'll be a throw-in for Brooklyn City. Favica gets it back out to Hogue. Hogue will go inside. Cross it into the 18. Bit too hard of a touch there for Santelli, but Brooklyn City able to get the ball back. Santelli works around the defense but forgets the ball. Gets it back out to Favica. Cross pass deflected away. By Purcell, and out of bounds for a throw-in. That throw-in gets out to Goodrich. Goodrich, who already has a goal, puts a shot on net, but it sails high and wide, and it'll be a goal kick. Goodrich trying to find her second 5-minute brace in as many games. But that shot just a bit too wide, and perhaps she didn't have that good a footing as she tried to turn around and shoot that ball. But the goal kick turned aside, and Brooklyn City able to get another chance. That lead pass for Nicolosi, a bit too far, but deflected out of bounds for a throw-in. And it will be Samantha McGurgan who came on as a sub on that last round of subs. Goodrich able to get that ball off the defender's foot. That pass intended for Santelli just a bit too high over her head, and it's rounded up there by Adams. We're in stoppage time now, and the ref says, no, we're not. He blows the whistle after the end of 45 minutes. And at the end of the first half, it's New York Athletic Club 2, Brooklyn City FC 1. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back to the Aviator Sports Complex here on Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn City FC trailing 2-1 against the New York Athletic Club after goals in the 15th and 20th minute by Rachel Rouse and Yuki Wakatsuki, respectively. Brooklyn City was able to cut that deficit in half before the first half in the 39th minute as Kaylee Goodrich wound up from 20 yards away and found the back of the net. The whistle blows and we're underway here in the second half. Once again, New York Athletic Club dressed in all red. They'll be going left to right in the second half. Brooklyn City, dressed in all black, will be going from right to left. As a foul called there on Hogue. And it will be a free kick. And it will be Leah Tarzi, started this game. She will take the free kick. She's getting instruction from the ref on where to put it. Ground out to the front. Snee let it go behind her and let it go all the way out for a goal kick. Lazarage out wide to de Blasio. That pass deflected out by Zoe Fagno, and it will be a throw-in for Brooklyn City. Brooklyn City started slow in the first half, and those two goals scored by Nyack, kind of flukes really. A ball that got behind the keeper as she was hugging the post, cleaned up by Rachel Rouse as that cross pass from Brooklyn City goes into the box and right into the hands of Annabelle Adams, the keeper for Nyack. That was the first goal for Nyack. The second goal, the pass in front, or pass at the back, for Brooklyn City, intercepted and the defense not able to get back fast enough. And Wakatsuki able to put it in the back of the net on a slow roller and just outside the 18. Kaliski. That pass is intercepted, but a foul called as de Blasio was shoved to the ground. And we did check the forecast between halves. Looks like the rain will go just behind us, and we won't be affected by it. Hopefully the bugs can take the hint and also leave as well, but it's not called Bugs Go Away, the song you learn in preschool. Schauder. Front pass out to Goodrich. Goodrich with a goal already in this game. She'll take a shot on, then it's off the crossbar. Goodrich looking for her second brace in as many games. Just put it a bit too high. Stayed in bounds though as Poulos swings it out to Kaliski, who loses the ball off her foot, and so too does the scoring chance for Brooklyn City. And now Roos gets the ball away. She's into the box. She's all alone. Perry out of her net. She works it around. The shot is in. Long lead pass went over everybody's heads. The flag stayed down. And Rachel Rouse was all alone. She beat Perry, and even though she was able to get back into the net, it wasn't enough time, and Rouse able to put it into the net just outside of the 6-yard box. 3-1 Nyack. Stunning turn of events here as Nyack was only about 5th place in the conference, the Metropolitan Conference that is, putting a beating here on Brooklyn City as Goodrich leads out for Murray. Murray is ahead of the defense. She puts up a shot And that's over the crossbar. It hit the crossbar of the field goal posts, the uprights, but once again, those aren't the ones we're using here. New York Athletic Club, I'd like to make a correction, is actually 6th place in the Metropolitan Conference of the WPSL. And coming on the road against Brooklyn City, a top team in the conference, putting up 3 goals before the clock hits 50. Stunning. That ball goes out of bounds and it will be a Nyack throw. Be another throw in. As the sun sets out here in southern Brooklyn, as that throw-in looked like it slipped out of the thrower's hands. That looked like it's Tarzi. And she'll get a third try at it, and that one more stable into the box. Rouse, who already has 2 goals today. That pass intended for Villanueva, but taken away there by Goodrich. But Nyack able to recover. Another long pass inside the box. Headed on net, but not enough mustard on it, and Perry able to get her hands on it. That header on net was by Kiara Kravic. Villanueva to Rouse. Turns it over. Kaliski gets it away from the defense, and she'll try to swing it around. Petrovsky. Now Poulos in the middle. Brooklyn City down 2 goals. Is Murray able to keep that in? Or perhaps not. My view was obstructed by the tent. I couldn't see. And it was out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Nyack. Kicked out of bounds there by Schauter. And the flag's up there. It'll be an offside. And Brooklyn City with a pretty good free kick opportunity here. Schauter sends it forward. Headed away right into the lap of Goodrich, and Goodrich gets taken down, and it will be a free kick. Another really advantageous free kick here, as Hogue touches up and lets Schauter. Oh no, it looks like it will be, once we see a number, it's going to be Poulos who will take this free kick. Just outside of the 18-yard box, trying to get the deficit back to 1. Here's the free kick, a little bit wide of the net. Tried to head it on net was de Blasio, but it was headed away by Nyack. And they're going to push. Nice header by Villanueva. Snee able to get it over Hogue's head, and now able to get it around Schauter, but Schauter able to cut her off. That pass from Perry, intended for Schauter, deflected out of bounds by Snee, and it will be a throw-in for Brooklyn City. That throw into Goodrich. She'll send it across there to Poulos. Poulos. She'll send it back, and Schauter will swing it around. Lazarage gets it back. Try to put it forward there for Poulos, but a bit too far. And that pass goes by everybody, and it'll go all the way from keeper to keeper. Or perhaps that was a defender who kicked that, not the keeper. But that would have been cool. Schauder, long pass out to Murray. Can't get it on her foot. And Tarzi able to kick it out of bounds. Throw in. Snee got knocked off the ball, and the coach called for a foul there, but none was given. D'Amico. That pass a bit too forward and not able to get it out to Lazarage. And now Nyack's going to push. They already have 3 goals today. Pass in front to Rouse, excuse me. Rouse, a side pass over to Snee. Snee able to keep it in bounds. Another cross pass into the box, but deflected away by Brooklyn City. And it will be a throw-in for Brooklyn City. Great defense there from the Crown and Shield. That throw-in goes to Shyla Murray, and it deflects off of her and out of bounds. So Nyack, after failing on that last scoring opportunity, will get another chance here. Kicked behind by Kravic. Kravic will put a shot on net, but right into the breadbasket of Perry. Lena Perry able to make the save there on that shot. She punts it away. Lazarage got into an extra gear there to try to get that ball away from the defender, but didn't put enough on it, and Brooklyn City, while able to get the ball back, a bit farther back. They're going to go forward. Goodrich gets the ball off of Villanueva's foot, able to get it back after the deflection. Kaliski out into the corner. Lazarage had the ball on her foot, but not able to handle it, and Nyack clears. Rouse gets the ball knocked off her foot by D'Amico, but able to get it back. Hogue. Forward now to Lazarage. That pass intended for Kaliski, a bit too far. Headed away, and that pass, Hogue kicked it out of the air, and it hit Marissa Snee square in the face. And the ref making sure that Snee is all right. A little laugh exchange between the two, and Snee will stay in the game. That impact was instantaneous. You could hear it from the Flatbush Junction. D'Amico. Long pass intended for de Blasio. Didn't get there, though. Kaliski trying to work on the defense there, but Nyack able to get the ball away from her. Fagno turns the ball over, but gets it right back. That pass intended for Snee, intercepted by Hogue. Nyack gets it back. Forward pass, Snee. Gets it around Schauder. Schauder trying to beat her to it. And that ball will go out of bounds. It'll stay in. And Schauder accidentally kicked it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Nyack. If she let that ball keep rolling, it would have been a goal kick. But instead, a throw-in deep in the Brooklyn City defensive territory. That throw-in headed away by Schauder. Picked up by Villanueva. Shot by Kravic. Right into the hands of Perry. Perry punts it away. Goodrich. Perhaps you're not able to hear it on my mic, but Kim Wyant, the head coach of Brooklyn City FC, imploring her players to push forward on the offensive front, and Hogue pushing forward herself with the ball. Small pass out there for Goodrich. Goodrich has to send it back for D'Amico. D'Amico puts a long shot on net. It stays in the box as it was headed away by, I believe that was Rashawn Purcell who headed that away, but she didn't know it. And Lazarge wasn't able to find it. But now it's Petrovsky. Petrovsky will put a shot on net, but it slices away and it goes out for a goal kick. Nyack will put some subs onto the field. Audrey Lee back on the pitch for the New York Athletic Club right before this goal kick. Just past the hour mark here in South Brooklyn. Lee gets called for the foul there as she put Hogue on the dirt. I'd like to remind you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt has made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case, which uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Scan the QR code on the screen to get 10% off and keep it fresh. As for the Brooklyn City sponsor, Berry Park on the corner of Berry and North 14th Streets. Berry Park is North Brooklyn's premier venue for all things soccer. As a shot on net there, save made! Shyla Murray with a beautiful chance on the far side post. But it was pushed aside by Annabelle Adams. It will be a corner kick for Brooklyn City. But Nyack able to prevent the second goal. Anyway, I'll make sure this is quick. From Gotham FC watch parties to the Club World Cup on 4 screens, Berry Park is where fans come to watch it all. On Berry and North 14th Street in North Brooklyn. That corner kick into the 6-yard box, punched away by the defense. Not sure who got a head on it, but it stays inbounds. And Brooklyn City will have to work out of their own defensive zone. Make sure to tune in to other Game and Frame games this weekend. Saturday, the 21st, Brooklyn City FC 2, the reserve team. They will be playing Central Park Rangers at 6 p.m. here on Game and Frame as that shot right into the hands of Perry. And Sunday, June 22nd, at high noon, we will have the APSL National Final. Either the KO Elites out of West Hartford, the Pancyprian Freedoms out of Queens, New York, the Westchester Predators out of Westchester, Pennsylvania, or Nova FC out of Leesburg, Virginia. One of those 4 teams will win the APSL, and you can see it right here on Game and Frame. Lee tried to send it forward, but Rouse wasn't there. She was onside, but ball goes all the way out to Perry. And the flag was up there. Brooklyn City was offside. Brooklyn City bench can't believe it, but they'll put in their round of subs. Favica, McShane, and Nicolosi on the field now as Shyla Murray and 2 others will take a seat. Just making sure you know who those players are. Looks like it'll be de Blasio and Kaliski who will see themselves out. Brooklyn City working from a 2-goal deficit. They have never led in this game. Kayla Goodrich's goal in the 39th minute came while they were already down 2-0. As Perry's clearance pass was not far enough, and New York Athletic Club able to force a free kick. Audrey Lee will take this kick. It's a low one. A shot put on net, deflected, but still out. Villanueva tried to get a second shot there, but she couldn't. Lee now, she'll make another cross pass. And this time it's deflected out, and it will be a goal kick this time, deflected out off of New York Athletic Club. New York Athletic Club trying to put the hammer down with that scoring chance, but unable to find the back of the net. Still 3-1 here. Goals in the 15th, 20th, and 49th minute for New York Athletic Club, and the 39th minute for Brooklyn City. That ball deflected out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Hogue, or at least Hogue will take the throw-in, but not before we get some subs. Katrina Santelli will take the field again, as Lazarge will grab a seat on the bench. That throw-in goes to Goodrich. Able to keep it in is Goodrich. Kicks it forward for Santelli. Santelli, who scored 3 goals. He scored goals in each of the last 3 games. That pass intercepted. Good job by McShane to get it off the foot of the defender. And now it's Favica. Kira Favica gets it inside the 18, but it's knocked off her foot there by Tarzi. Kicks it out for a throw-in. And Brooklyn City down 2 goals, trying to inch their way back. That throw-in into the box, headed away, but picked up there by Poulos. Poulos turns around. She'll put up a shot, but it's deflected low on the knee. Goodrich turns around, gets the ball on her strong foot. That shot was deflected and easily into the hands of Adams. Guess I'm not sure if I know if Kayla Goodrich is a lefty or a righty. I guess I just assumed that everyone's a righty, given that 80-something% of the population is right-handed. Shout out to all the left-handed people. You are seen, you are heard. Hogue, pass intended there for, I believe that was Favica, but a bit too wide and it went out of bounds. Hogue able to work it off, but Lee intercepts the pass. Bit too strong of a touch, but Villanueva able to take it away from Poulos. Shorter now. That pass deflected in the middle. And now New York Athletic Club will calm it down and they'll work it out of the back. Pass deflected away by Petrovsky. Be a throw-in for Nyack. Rouse. Goodrich. Scorer of the team's only goal. Shorter. Long pass to Favica. Favica goes to the right. She puts a shot on net, and it's just wide. It would not have gone in, but a save made anyway by Adams. That was going to curl wide of the net. Brooklyn will need more shooting opportunities like that if they want to get back into this game. Nearing 70 minutes here, as the sky has turned a deep shade of blue. Hogue touches it up, and a foul called. Lee called for the foul there as Hogue hit the deck. It'll be a free kick. McShane will take this free kick. He'll go right into the box, past everybody. Believe it was Santelli and Schauder, surprisingly, in the box trying to get ahead on that free kick, but it went through everybody's heads, and Adams corralled it and punted it away. And now Nyack trying to find a fourth goal. That was a nice pass from the keeper, but way to get back there was D'Amico, able to send it out of bounds for a free kick. Cross pass from Nyack, put on net by Lee, but it was slow enough that Perry was able to get her hands on it before it went into the net. Audrey Lee looking for New York's fourth goal of the match. Nyack able to get it back, but they turn it right back over. Boulos. Got to take it off her foot by Villanueva. And a trip right in front of the box. Ref says play on. Good turnover there from Brooklyn City. McShane sends a far pass over to Favica. Able to get it around Tarzi, but unable to keep it in bounds. It will be a throw-in for Nyack. Kaliski trying to get it off the defender's foot, unable to. That pass a bit too far for Lee, and Schauder able to send it back. Kaliski. Now Favica. Sends it inside. That pass for Santelli. But not enough juice on that shot. It rolls harmlessly into the hands of Adams. Verna not able to corral that pass, and Brooklyn City will try to work out of the back from their defense. Good pressure from Nyack, but Brooklyn City able to get it out. And that pass a bit too wide by Santelli, and it will be a throw-in for Nyack. And Kaliski's pass. Schauder is able to get to it. And now the keeper, facing some pressure, has to get it out to the far side, and she does. Petrovsky going end to end here, and that pass deflected out. It'll be a throw-in. Nice job there by Petrovsky to go from her own third to the attacking third, and now Brooklyn City with a chance. But we'll have some subs first. Lauren Areen will take the field. Started on the bench today, but did get some touches in the first half. Starting on the bench again in the second half. And it's Poulos who will take a seat on that substitution. Gets high fives from her bench. Immediately gets a touch and turns it over. Was Areen. That pass out in front, but a bit too far and a bit too wide. Out of bounds. It'll be a Brooklyn City throw. Well, looks like the rain and the bugs have gone away. Not sure if the bugs were affecting the play on the field. I don't think they were. Then again, I'm not really able to see those really tiny bugs from anything farther than a few inches in front of my face. That pass deflection smartly waited to go out. Did Petrovsky. But Looks like we'll have to do that throw-in again, as there will be some subs. Samantha McGurgan will take the field again, and Petrovsky will take a seat. So actually the referees rule it was a throw-in for Nyack. So not a throw-in for Brooklyn City. And Nicolosi kicks it out of bounds with the help of Irene. It'll be another Nyack throw. That throw hugs the touchline. Gets it back inside. Verna. Gets her touch on the ball. Cross pass over to Lee. Not able to control it though, but able to get it back out. Turned over. Kaliski. Wide pass out to Irene. Irene, another wide pass out, intended for Santelli. She's able to get a foot on it. Nice run there from Santelli. Santelli headed on net, but deflected away by the defense. Hogue able to get that pass. Puts it down on the ground to McShane. Gets it out to Nicolosi. Nicolosi tried to get it far out to Irene, but the defense got there first. That pass deflected and kept in there by McGurgan. Now it's Irene. McGurgan. Tried to spurn Santelli there and give her her 4th goal in as many games, but unable to. Headed on the near side to Favica, into the box. Favica gets on her right foot, puts a shot on net. Diving save by Adams. Adams making a couple of neat saves here in the second half to keep Brooklyn City's goal total at 1. A little bit under 15 minutes left in this match, as D'Amico is able to get it out to Perry, and Perry will kickstart the offense here. Brooklyn City chasing 2 goals to at least secure a point and a tie atop the standings with Clarkstown SC. Both teams will meet, I believe, on Sunday. And yes, Brooklyn City will play Clarkstown SC on Sunday. We'll get some substitutions. Handful of substitutions for Nyack, and Kaylee Goodrich, who took a seat there, will now come back onto the field. And Rory Schauder will come back off the pitch. Nicolosi, cross to McShane. Forward pass, deflected, but taken away again there by Santelli and picked up by Kaliski. Kaliski with some space, gets it out to Nicolosi. Closed down there by Villanueva, who's able to take the ball away. Lee touches it back and gets it out to her teammate. That pass eventually intercepted by Favica. She's able to swing it around to D'Amico. That pass, a bit of a strong touch, and Nyack's able to get the turnover. That's Yuki Wakatsuki who was able to get that turnover. She scored in the 20th minute in what is holding up to be the game-winning goal so far for the New York Athletic Club. Goodrich already has a goal today. Swings it far for Irene. Irene gets onto her left foot. She puts a shot up, and it's over the net. More subs for the Athletic Club. Brooklyn City, with just over 10 minutes left in this match, down by 2 goals, trying to find a little spot of magic here. Try to get a point out of what looks to be a New York Athletic Club road victory. Pass taken away by Kaliski, but gotten right back by Kravic. Deflected out by McShane. It will be a throw-in. Kravic. That pass deflected. And the clearance picked up there by Brooklyn City. Kaliski. Touch pass out to D'Amico and around. That was McGurgan. Nicolosi. That pass a bit too far for Nicolosi, and she's unable to intercept that pass. Hogue. Pushing forward. Try to spurn Favica, and now she has to come back and try to win that ball back from Tarzi. She's unable to. Kaliski turns and pushes. Santelli rolled over the ball. She looks to be okay, but a turnover there. Kravic pushes it forward for Lee. Lee gets it. No, excuse me. That's Wakatsuki. That was Wakatsuki who had that ball in front. Favica, and the flag is up. Favica thinking she didn't play the ball. How could there be offside? But the flag was up and an offside was ruled. And it looks like Wyant's trying to plead her case to the 4th ref off to the side. But a free kick awarded. We don't really have VAR here. And even then, they don't overturn offsides if there isn't a goal scored. No foul there from Verna, and she's able to get it off to Rouse, but Rouse immediately turns it over. Goodrich. 3 goals in her last 2 games. Pushes it forward for Santelli. Is she able to get it there before the ball goes out? No. Pass a bit too far. And it rolls out for a goal kick. Brooklyn City running out of time here. Down 2 goals. That pass a bit too far, and it's a throw-in for Brooklyn City. And we'll have subs. Nicolosi will take a seat, and Lazarge will take her place back on the pitch. It's Favica who will take the throw-in. Goodrich. Out to Kaliski, but she turns it over. And that ball rolls out of bounds. Will be another throw-in. This time it'll be Goodrich to take the throw. Hogue. Try to cross the pass into the box. Not able to deflect it, and Santelli is shot on net. But Adams able to corral. And barring a miracle, looks like Santelli's goal streak will end at 3 games. Still, quite impressive there from Santelli to get a goal in each of their last 3 games. Unfortunately for Brooklyn City, they find themselves down by 2 against the visiting New York Athletic Club, with Kaylee Goodrich, the team's leading goal scorer, with the only tally tonight. Kaliski over to Hogue. Hoag's pass sent out and away. It'll be another throw-in. Hoag to Kaliski. Kaliski double team, but able to get the ball away to McShane. Impressive display of footwork there. Kaliski. Try to send it forward for Santelli. Santelli has to send it back. The referee had to jump over that pass. Quite an athletic jump from the referee there. Hoag gets it to Santelli. Pass it over to Goodrich. Into the box. Goodrich gets to the ball, keeps it in bounds, but not before it's deflected out by Nyack, and it'll be a corner kick. Tarzi was the one there who touched it last. And Favica will take this corner kick, a crucial corner kick here for Brooklyn City, who need nothing short of a rabbit out of the hat. Favica puts her arm up. The corner kick is away. Stays in the box, and now it's out. Brooklyn City able to corral. Favica now on the near touchline. Goes to her right, swings it forward, across to McGurgan. And that pass broken up, but not fully. Brooklyn City able to corral it. A shot on net, and it looked like she lost her shin guard, which flew out of her sock. I believe that was Irene who took that shot. And it was, as she goes to get back her shin guard. Detective reasoning there, folks. McShane able to shoulder the ball to D'Amico. Kaliski able to kick that ball out of bounds. And we'll get some subs. Villanueva will take her place back on the pitch, as Waverly Myers will take a seat. Nice turnaround there by Snee, and a foul called. Nyack continuing to play hard despite the 2-goal lead. Just over 2 minutes left here in South Brooklyn. Tarzi will take this free kick. Hands up. Puts it into the box. And Kravik tried to awkwardly position her leg or her hip or her head to try to put that ball on net. Unable to. And Brooklyn was awarded the goal kick. But now in front, Kravik trying to make up for her mistake. But Perry's able to take it away. Snee now. Off the bad pass. Kaliski takes it away. Now off to McShane. McShane. Forward pass into the New York defensive line. But that pass taken away by Lazarage. Sent forward for Irene. Across from McShane. 89th minute here. McShane, that pass is deflected. And Kim Wyant, the head coach of Brooklyn City, up in arms. Not happy with their team's communication. As Brooklyn City now, with just over a minute to try to find the back of the net. A skimming header into the box by Santelli, but no one there to pick it up. And Goodrich will force the keeper, Adams, to use her hands. Punted away. Hoag not able to get a touch on it, but D'Amico able to get it to her keeper. Rouse, who already has 2 goals on the night, tried to find Wakatsuki, but Wakatsuki on her back foot was not able to get it. Foul called there on Snee. free kick, by Kaliski. Gets it out to Goodrich. Goodrich works to her right foot, puts a shot on net, and it hits the post and out of bounds. Looks like we'll get 2 minutes of stoppage time there, and that looked like one of the last good chances for Brooklyn City. Kaylee Goodrich, the team's leading goal scorer with 7, trying to find the brace in her second straight game, but it looks like she'll just have to settle for 1. That pass intercepted by Kaliski. Works around the defense. Gets it over to Goodrich. Forward pass for Santelli. She leaves it for Irene. She'll put a shot on net. Another diving save by Adams. It was more like a falling save. It was almost like a dial on a stove, the way she turned to make that save. Brooklyn City pushing here in the waning minutes. I should say seconds. We are into the 92nd minute, and according to the refs, this will be all. But of course, we have to wait for that whistle. Rouse. A forward pass intended for Lee, but Hogue able to get to it and kick it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Nyack. Lee throws it in, just gets to the edge of the box. Taken away there by Brooklyn City. Kaliski. Up there, Goodrich. Getting out to Favica. Can't end the game now. Favica puts it into the box, but the pass deflected. Into the box it went, and Lazarus tried to put a header on net. And one final save for Adrienne Adams. She pumps her fist as the visiting New York Athletic Club put up 3 goals and stun Brooklyn City FC. A 3-1 victory for the Winged Foot. And Brooklyn City will go into their match with Clarkstown SC on Sunday, 1 point behind them in the standings. Once again, goals from Rouse in the 15th and 49th minute, and Wakatsuki in the 20th minute. It's more than enough to beat out Brooklyn City's own goal, or 1 goal in the 39th minute by Kaylee Goodrich. As the team shake hands. For Nicholas Marshall, behind the camera, and everyone at Game and Frame, I'm Alexander Ganias. Thank you for watching.